Hey everyone, Bill Seaver with MicroExplosion Media. I want to tell you today about one of my favorite stories in all of my years of working in social media. And it all ties back to the idea of the fact that in this day and age, we don't have to actually reach the most people anymore. We just have to go after the right people. So a couple years ago, I was working with Lifeway Christian Stores here in Nashville, one of my clients. I was monitoring what was being said about them in social media. And we found a blog post written by a lady who was just giving a rundown of the birthday she had had a day or two before. And it turns out her husband actually had just given her a brand new leather Bible. She mentioned how she loves the smell of a brand new leather Bible and that if she worked at a Lifeway store, she would be fired for Bible sniffing. So this was just meant to be a joke within her blog and for her blog readers. But we decided to take it a step further. And so because we found it, because we were monitoring what was being said in social media, I talked to Ray, the manager for the online store at Lifeway. And turns out we actually had her information because she had shopped at the retail store already. And so we did a little research, found the information, and 2 days later, it turns out that Ray actually did send her a brand new leather Bible. We already knew what kind she wanted. We knew what her preference was. And Ray did. And in only the way that he could, he not only sent her a new Bible, but he gave her a handwritten note as well. But also on the outside of the box, he wrote, "Yummy smelling Bible inside, sniff with care." And so 2 days later, there's a blog post on her blog, and the title of the post is "You Will Not Believe It." She goes into great detail about actually what happened. She mentions how the UPS guy comes up to the door and sort of hands her this box that just talks about the yummy smelling Bible inside. And she had no idea, of course, this was coming. So she opens it up, and there's a note from Ray, and she just ends up writing a great blog post that just really was intended to reach the right kind of person for Lifeway. The readers of her blog, though it wasn't a big blog, were the exact demographic that Lifeway was most interested in. And what's interesting is when we did some research, we found out that she maybe only reached 5,000 to 7,000 women over the course of a month. But when we start to think about that in terms of something more like direct mail, I mean, you have to reach, with a 1% response rate, you have to reach like 500,000 people. You have to mail out 500,000 pieces of direct mail just to get 5,000 on a 1% response rate. I mean, it can be $200,000 to $300,000 for that. And in this case, it only cost Ray about $15. And not only that, but he did it in such a way that he got a lot of attention from it, from her own readers. And I love that story because really deep down, what we're all trying to do in our businesses these days is just find our own Bible sniffers. You know, there are people out there that are the right group for us, and there's a lot of people who aren't. And if we're honest with ourselves, we realize that if we really just stop focusing on reaching the most people and really begin to focus in on reaching the right people, we're going to be a lot better served. So as you're thinking about your business and where all this social media stuff fits into that, consider your Bible sniffer. Once you begin to find them, go deep with them, start to form relationships with them, and use all the social media tools that are available to you to add value to them so you earn the attention that you need. So my name again, Bill Seaver, MicroExplosion Media. You can check it out, microexplosion.com. Thanks.